First, I want to go to Samuel Burke at New Scotland Yard with the very latest on the investigation.
Joining me now, CNN Money's business and technology correspondent Samuel Burke.
Samuel Burke has tracked her down.
Welcome to iReport for CNN. I'm Samuel Burke in London. ¿Qué tal? Les saluda Samuel Burke. Bienvenidos al Cibercafé Express. He was known by both police and MI5. And this gets to this very important question that is growing here in the UK about A, what type of resources the police have, what type of resources have been cut, and B, what they're doing with the information that they do get about these people.
CNN's Samuel Burke has been monitoring the investigation into the attack and the response from social media companies.
Christiane, to understand this in the clearest way possible, you have to divide this into two categories. Police out on the streets of Paris to see if it's been a third consecutive night of those mysterious drones hovering above the city. Tres periodistas del canal de noticias Al Jazeera fueron detenidos el miércoles por supuestamente haber volado drones dentro de la ciudad de París. Mr. Prime Minister, you must see what's happening between the police and conflict sometimes with citizens in the United States. It's not just about calling emergency services. Sometimes the incidents are after the police are involved. Do you think that this is a tool that people could use if they're having a problem with law enforcement?
Yeah, they probably could be used. I think that the law enforcement can use it for those police departments who did not yet
have the body
both the personal cameras for everyone. It could be very effective.
President Obama has been working to repair the relationship between the United States and Latin America, going to Cuba, the rapprochement with Argentina. He's done all of this work, and if candidate Donald Trump became President Donald Trump, do you think that some of that would be undone?
I hope that whoever is elected, it's somebody who understands the role of Latin America.
Do you think that's bigger than Theresa May or Donald Trump, that this is kind of a bigger
you're
picture?
You're looking at it, Samuel, I would look at it different. This is an emerging activity that's happening.
What do you do as a leader to make sure that when you're the head of a company, be it Twitter or be it Square, to make sure that your employees aren't able to access people's account information? There's a lot about this in the news because of Uber.
Well, I think first and foremost, this has to be part of the DNA, and it has to start very, very early on. So this is something that we did pretty early on in terms of just making sure that we're putting the customer first and their data is their data.
But if the pound keeps on tanking and so it's weak against the dollar, will you just increase prices every single time, or will there eventually be a limit and you say we've got to make it so it's at least affordable for the UK market?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, ultimately that's the test, which is you got to be able to participate in a country where there's broad adoption.
Your predecessor was a very successful guy. Many people liked him. They thought he was a good businessman. Do you feel that you were brought in after a rather short tenure from your predecessor to be the guy who makes Ford into a tech company? Is that a fair way to describe your entrance?
Yeah, in the future, the technology and the transportation systems and the vehicles are going to be so closely matched that it becomes a new design problem. And that's where I have expertise, and I think why I was asked to be brought in.
So it sounds like you're saying this is a good thing, where we hear a lot of businesses very frightened. Are you just not wanting to tick off the president, or do you think this is actually a good time for you to reassess with this reason, the tariffs?
We're fortunate that we have a very focused product line, and we have manufacturing partners that already have some facilities outside of China.
La compañía admite que hizo los cambios sin avisar a sus usuarios. Te lleva a todos lados del mundo con un grupo de personas que disfrutan de pasar la mañana juntos.
Samuel, I have come to expect that when I'm looking at something online, I'm leaving a marker or a cookie. But is there some level of microphone or camera surveillance from my phone as well?
Michael, there have been cases of hackers accessing the cameras and microphones on our smartphones. The smartphone makers have quickly patched that. All right, so tell me what's going on in this puppy.
You're in charge of everything, but the car will make sure that you don't hit anything.
Brooklyn's biggest arena, Barclays Center, is sold out. The DJ, Kygo, didn't write these lyrics, and he doesn't even have an album out. that hasn't stopped 20,000 people from paying top dollar to see him tonight. Fuera del escenario, todos se refieren a Kygo por su verdadero nombre, Kira. Aquí está el lugar. ¿Has estado antes?
No, nunca.
Este noruego de 24 años ha alcanzado 1,000 millones de transmisiones en Spotify, más rápido que cualquier otro músico del mundo.
I have something I really need to ask you. What's the meaning of life?
42, of course.
Alexa. Wrong robot, sorry. I've been dating somebody else who also has artificial intelligence.
Intelligence is an appreciable quality. You look like you need a hug.